Open it up.
What's going on, everyone? You know what time it is.
Psych, Harry. Of course, I got a beer. Because
Nice.
guess what?
Orange and orange can. Go O's.
Victory beer for victory winners on the pod. That's all I gotta say. But go ahead. Go ahead. You start us off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we always know how this show goes. You know why you're here. You're here to make money. You're here to hear about our sorrows, and you're here to hear our takes. And today there's going to be a lot of sorrows from one side, a lot of hoots and hollers from the other side. And I got to bear it. I took it like a man. I owned up to it. Um, and it's been terrible, dude. It's been terrible. I'm gonna launch into it before I give you your parade. I'm gonna launch in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by Brendan the Bot. I'm not asking him how he's doing today. I know how he's doing today. He's doing great. He's doing great. His team's on top of the world. He's drinking Victory beer. Victory beer. If you want to sponsor us. And I have been basically every day debating whether or not I'm going to throw myself into a dungeon or not because my team has completely failed me. I had to go put on my winner's hat, go Horns. This is now strictly an NCAA show. We will no longer be doing NFL. That's a lie. The Ravens, dude, are this, to set the precedent. We're an incredible team that is expected to be great, win great, and have playoff wins and go to Super Bowls. And so when your greatness is that high and that expected, it sucks when you don't complete it. And the idea, dude, that now we have lost to the top three defenses in the NFL is mind-boggling. Lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, who, besides for what the Lions have done, have shown that they're probably going to be in another Super Bowl within the last 3 years. And I would go as far to say that what we saw last week, my biggest divisional rival, who I hate as much. I'm regurgitating saying this as much as I'm talking about a Ravens loss to the Eagles. There's a chance that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be in the AFC Championship this year. The two worst things could have happened. I got to come on this show and let Brendan be on top, and the Steelers can make an AFC Championship.
I'm on top.
Um, Dude, I think that what it comes down to is, listen, I'm going to give us props. It took you guys 3 full quarters to get the number one running back in the league actually involved. I can't ask more from my defense to do that. They stepped up and they made that happen. But the idea, dude, your defense shut out our play calling. Zay Flowers got 2 touches and then he was done. And Derrick Henry and that offensive line got outworked the entire time. And Lamar Jackson didn't put the team on his back and didn't dominate when he should have. The Ravens got beat by a better team. We let this game get away from us. But here's the crux of the issue, and this is where I'm going to end it off and not rant. And this is why the Ravens will not win an AFC championship and not win a Super Bowl. It's not the fact that we lost to the Eagles. It's not the fact that we lost to the defense that we lost to. It's the fact that a complete section of our offensive play design is now completely gone because Justin Tucker left 7 points on that field. I'm going to compare us to a team that I would never want to compare us to in this week, and that's Ohio State. When you leave field goals on the field like that, when your kicker misses a PAT and then misses 3 points and another 3 points, when you can't do that in a crucial time, when you have to rely on your quarterback and your offensive personnel to have to get you in the red zone and have to punch it in, and they can't stall out at 30 to 40 yards out and get 3 on the board. If you can't chase and you've got to dig out the whole time, you're done. You're done. And we left 7 whole points on the board because our kicker couldn't give us a momentum to be able to chase. And so with that, dude, in today's NFL, you're done because you get one bomb and a game's over if somebody's in field goal position. That's the truth. I know that you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's true, dude. You get one bomb, you get one A.J. Brown bomb, and you can kick a field goal and have a game over. The Lions just did it today.
Sure. Sure. But that game didn't come down to a field goal or two.
I'm talking about for the Ravens. for the Ravens being able to go on and rebound from this. I'm not
Sure.
talking about this game. I'm meaning from a Ravens perspective as a fan. For me to
Sure.
think that I can win an AFC championship, it's not, I'm fine with who we lost to. I hate the way we lost, but we lost to a team that's going to probably go to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about being able to make it to the dance. And my guys proved last week while facing you that we can't make it to the dance.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're right about you need a kicker to make big kicks to get you to advance in the playoffs. That's 100% right. But when it comes down to it in this football game, that game had nothing to do with. I mean, yes, it did momentum wise, but at the end of the day, how do you get momentum back? You score touchdowns. You know what Lamar Jackson couldn't do? He couldn't
Score
get in the end
touchdowns.
zone after the first quarter. That last one doesn't count. Nobody cares about that last one. That last one was a bunch of baloney. They couldn't get into the end zone after the first drive of the game
Yep.
because that defense that I've been telling you about is coming to play. And it's just fun. It's fun. It's exciting. The Eagles are young. They're explosive. They're electrifying everywhere on the field. You got Jalen Carter clubbing dudes out the club. You got Milton Williams going up the middle with them. You got Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt and Cooper DeJean putting the king on his ass. Now he was flat-footed, whatever it is, what it is. But it was a great damn tackle. That's the tackle Doc and Randy are showing everybody at Susquehanna, not the Harry Heaps. Oh, it's the wrap him up, shoulder into the gut, and taking his ass down. And that's what Coop did. You got Quinion Mitchell locking guys down. The guy can't. He hasn't given up over, I don't even know, 40 yards in a game this season. And I'm just talking about the defense. I haven't even talked about the offensive line. That's my favorite thing ever. If you're keep following the channel, make sure you're subscribing, of course. But I keep watching offensive line play that Baldy puts out because the Eagles just have the best in the business. The scheming, the way that they get guys moving downfield where Saquon Barkley doesn't have to be touched until he gets to 10 yards. And then when he does, he gives him a shoulder and another shoulder, and he's in the end zone when Harold Hoops will put it right here, said, we held the best running back in check, blah, blah, blah. 5 minutes later, in your mouth, in your face, in the end zone, game over. Oh, but I'm calm. I'm collected.
Because this is family. We have to be calm and
Of course,
collected.
of course. I
This
wasn't
is family.
relaxed at the beach in California. I wasn't thinking about you at all. I was making sure you were okay, if anything.
Dude, listen.
Because I was
It's
having such a great time, beautiful weather, beautiful sunset. Because there are people that are worse off than you, Harry, as you know. But like, it was a tough scene for you. It was tough to watch your team get absolutely manhandled and dominated on both sides of the football.
it was terrible, bro. And here's what I would ask, not to gloat on not to take away from the Eagles spotlight and to make it this a an emotional show. But I mean, dude, am I wrong? Like, am I selling my team off too early? I mean, dude, when I look at the fact, I get that it's the Bengals, right? But when I think about that the Pittsburgh Steelers, who had a guy that everybody said was washed, and they've got one true wideout, and they've got a B plus running back, go and score 30 plus points last week. And they absolutely have a defense that can rival your own. There's no
Sure,
question about it.
sure, sure.
I mean, do I have a leg to stand on that my team can get to an AFC championship? Like I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's weird because like you were waiting for that explosive. They're just I feel like they're so big play reliant that the Ravens
100%.
offense.
100% because
Like their
every play that
passing game
yeah,
is big play reliant. Like if
absolutely.
you didn't get the Zay Flowers scramble play for 40 yards down the field and then, Lamar splitting out and hitting a guy and they're getting 20 plus yards, if you don't get those, they aren't able to routinely hit five, another six,
100%.
3 yards.
Likely and Andrews have both turned into wide out tight ends
Yeah.
who are not being used in Munkin's packages as grinders.
Hmm.
And I don't disagree with you, dude. let's focus on the winner. Let's focus on the winner.
No,
Dude,
it's
you
great.
got,
It's
I
great.
mean, yeah,
AJ Brown only had, I mean, we only threw the ball for 118 yards because we didn't have to. Like,
you
you
guys
didn't have
grinded.
to. Like, the offense wasn't pretty. They haven't been great. But then you see the moments of where they just grind you out. Third quarter, fourth quarter, it's our time. It's give it to Saquon. It's hit a couple plays. Jalen hits. He scrambles out the pocket a little bit, gets you some yards on the ground, and then we push it right up your derriere and take over. That's what the offense is right now. They aren't getting the big plays, explosiveness coming out of it out of the passing game right now. But you're also missing Devontae Smith.
Yep.
AJ had a couple big catches. He had one for 15. Dallas had that one nice little read option play for the touchdown. But other than that, they're figuring it out the passing game wise. But I've seen Jalen be able to do it. We've seen him do it in a Super Bowl, throw for 300 yards. Like
Hmm.
I'm not too worried about that because that's not what the identity of this football team is. This identity of this football team is now what I like them to score in the first quarter,
Right.
100%.
Right.
But other than that, second quarter, fourth quarter, they dominate. When it comes down to it, their situational play calling has been absolutely fantastic. And 4 minute drill, 2 minute drills, the way that they've been able to maneuver their way down the field and get into a position of success has been spectacular. If it's 3rd and 6, you don't know what they're gonna do because they can run the ball and get it to 4th and 1 and tush
Yep.
push, or they can throw the ball and pick up that first down. We could throw it deep. So that's what I've always been clamoring about with this offense is wherever they're at down and distance wise, you can always expect a big play because Saquon can go for 75 yards off one run, off of one play. When you have guys that can just flip a game like that all over the place, it's tough to stop. And it's so much fun.
Dude, and I mean, you look at your upcoming games, dude. I mean, there's not a shadow of a doubt, dude. You can
We
go 13-4 at a minimum. I mean, and that's at the minimum.
Yeah.
That's if you don't, that's if you lose to the Commanders. That's if you split with the Commanders and you lose to the Steelers. And you do, and that's going to be, to me, that's going to be,
I'm gonna
that
be
could be a
at that
possible.
game. I'm
You're
gonna
going to
be
be at the
at that
Pittsburgh game?
game. Yeah, in
You're going to
Philly.
Pittsburgh?
No, it's in
Oh, it's
Philly.
in Philly. Yeah.
I'll be there. Me and my cousin Holden are going. I think the Eagles are going to do to Russ what they did to Lamar.
Well, dude, what's going to be interesting about that game is that could be, as crazy as this sounds, a Super Bowl preview. And it's
Sure.
going to come down
I'm
to
still
whose
not in.
defense, huh?
I'm still not in on the Steelers. I think
No,
they're
I'm not.
good.
I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think that they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't. What I'm saying is the fact the making it to the AFC Championship is the Super Bowl for the Steelers. Like, because they shouldn't be there.
Hmm.
But you guys should win that game because at the end of the day, if you're both grinding each other out, you have the more offensive playmakers than they do. You
Wait,
got the number. You got the number one back. You got the number one back in the league. You got the better quarterback.
dude, he's so good.
Dude, he's I mean, listen, man.
You're even saying about getting the Kelly Green
Oh, I've been talking about
26.
getting, but I've been talking about getting the Kelly Green at the beginning of the season.
Uh-huh.
Don't bring that up right now.
What do you think of this bad boy?
That's pretty cool. Where'd you get that at? That's over
Princess
at Sean X.
Diana. Oh yeah, of course.
Nice. I like that, dude. I mean, dude, is he going to be a lifelong Eagle?
For the next 4 years, yeah. He'll be 30.
Let me ask you a question. Who's going to be an Eagle? Who is
Yeah,
going to
who
be
would he
an
be
Eagle
30?
longer? Saquon or Jalen?
Jalen. I mean, just quarterbacks are going to last a lot longer, you know?
Well, outside of that, what if Jalen can't get it done and somebody else is out there? Do you
Whoa,
think that
whoa,
same
whoa, whoa. What are we doing here?
what if
No,
what if
whoa,
it
well, no, no, no.
what
We're
if
not
it's a
doing the
Jalen
see. Oh,
2022?
dude, we talked about these hypothetical. That one show I work for. Before the Ravens game, they go, "Well, what if the Eagles lose in the first round of the playoffs again? Is Nick Sirianni out? What are we doing? We're on an 8-game win streak, and we're talking about losing in the first round of the playoffs."
It's funny you bring that up because
Like,
I really
if what if
believe,
Jalen doesn't win the big one? What are you talking about right
yeah,
now?
yeah, exactly.
Enough.
I really believe, dude, that Sirianni has, I mean, dude, you're 10-2. He's secured. He should
Yeah,
be.
people are talking about giving him an extension right now.
Of
Like
course. Of
where we were
course.
talking about firing him in week
Firing him
three
three.
when he
Yeah.
shaves his head.
Yeah.
Baldiani is 8-0.
Yeah.
All right. Like ever since you want full
Is
Kelly
that what people are
Clarkson,
calling him in the city?
Baldiani.
That's great.
Dude, he's money ever since.
Baldiani.
Maybe he shaved away everything. He got rid of all the bad juju,
I get
and this
it.
team's rocking. And it's funny, like they were talking on part of my take. Oh crap, like Ryan Day or something like that, right? Like or the Bears coach Eberflus. They lose the locker room. You hear some guys, the rumbles and stuff like that. Sirianni was starting to lose it. People wanted him gone, and they're like, "How do you fix that?" They're asking Steve Smith the other day on their podcast,
Yep.
and it's just like you don't really, or you win. The
Or
only
you
way
win.
you do a fix is you win. And the Eagles won 8 straight, and that fixes everything.
Yep.
Fixes everything. Now
It's
he's a
like,
leader of men again.
yeah.
Everybody loves him. He's our guy. We got Nick's back. You got BG. BG's always kind of had his back, but you lose him the other week against the Rams, and
Mm.
he's on the sideline as another coach pretty much at this point, kind of holding the troops together for Nick. It's good. Life's good right
What was it like in the city after that win? Like, what were you getting communication from on the ground floor back in the city? What was it like
what?
for you
Baltimore?
guys beating us? How did the city react?
Yeah, it's a big win. It was a big win where everybody's like, all right, there's no more ifs, ands, or buts. Like this isn't the 10-2 team from last year. This team is beating teams decisively. It's
Yep.
not we're getting lucky. It's we are taking this to
You knocked
people.
you knocked off a real contender, man. I mean, you really did. And
We knocked off a couple now at this point. I mean, the Rams are a good football team, and we beat their
you
butts.
knocked off the Chargers. Yep, you knocked off Green Bay. Healthy week 1 on the road.
I mean, the Commanders, you took it to them. They were
Yep.
supposed to be, that was supposed to be
They're gonna have a
whoever wins
playoff
that was
berth.
going to win. Yeah, they were going to win the NFC East, whoever won that game. And we took it to them. I was there, by the way. So we'll see with the Steelers. But then, yeah, and then the Bengals, the way that they were able to flip the switch there. This team's just good. They're just good. I don't know what else to say.
And what sucks, man, is I mean, just looking at the schedule again, unlike the Eagles, now we do have, the Steelers like you guys do, but we don't have an easy schedule to wrap up, dude. Thank God we got a late bye. I hate how late this bye was, but we're finally going into a bye. Dude, my guys are going into a bye this late into the season. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's either a good or a bad thing. I think the Ravens kind of needed it, to be honest, to
Of
kind of
course we do.
regroup everything. You got a
Absolutely.
player you trade for mutiny saying he doesn't want to get in because he sees what he's getting locked up out there.
That and you're for a guy to do that and coming from an organization like Carolina, it's
Well,
like,
he was
dude,
Pittsburgh too.
no, but
Maybe
you
that's what he's doing. He's trying to undermine you from the outside. Tomlin sent in a he's sending in a guy. He was
a
just
secret
like,
agent.
go mess with them.
I mean, listen, we got
I
we
think
got
that's a real thing. We need that to be looked at.
we got to
What's
clip
the
that.
Raven sports talk? We need that phone number. We got to ask that
We'll
question
call
tomorrow.
in. Well, yeah, we
Yeah.
can call in. We should do that actually. That would be hilarious. We're going into a bye. Then we got the Giants. That should be a huge win, easy win. I think I'm going to go to that game. Um, but then, dude, we got Steelers, and then 4 days later, we've got Texans Christmas Day. And then 10 days later, you've got the Browns. Think about that. The 21st, you play the Steelers. This is to end the season. The 21st, you play the Steelers. 5 days later, you play the Texans. And 10 days later, you play the Browns. In the course of 2 weeks, you will play 3 games. I mean, if that's not a recipe for a loss and injury, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Especially when, dude, you're playing the Texans in Texas.
They've
And they're
been
gonna make a wild card.
yeah.
Listen, man, I got so much belief in my guys, but it's there's been so many things this season that should not have been tripping us up. What I mean by that is if you have guys that go out there and they decide to be holdouts because of contracts and they act like an asshole, okay, that's not against the team. That's an individual thing. You get injuries, you can't help that. It happens. You get guys who get fined, miss games, heat of the moment, do something wrong. That's undisciplined, but you know what? It happens. It's the heat of battle. The idea, dude, that we have lost games because we haven't been able to put teams in third and long all season long. Only team that we've done it against is the Broncos. Haven't been able to put you in third and long all
That
game long.
win looks better now,
Of
I would
course it
say.
does, but I'm just saying. But that's the only time we did it.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to establish that Justin Tucker can commit to 45 yards out. Now, listen, I give JT the pass. We say it all the time. 9 is 9. We rep 9. And 9 has been the Tom Brady of kickers for 80% of his career. So he gets the pass. But again, dude, what I said before you jumped in at the end of my rant, if you can't chase with 3, you're done. Your game is over.
You gotta score 7 though, dog.
You got to score 7, but you got to give yourself the ability that what if you're going
Yeah,
against
that you have confidence
an
that you can
eagle?
make it. Yeah, for
That
sure.
you
For
get
sure.
that 30 in that 2-minute offense. Okay, we tied up the game. We can go into OT, get a break real quick. Let's do this. We don't have that now, dude. And you've surrounded Lamar with all this talent. It's so frustrating, dude. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because the Chiefs have shown that they can be beat. We need to get it done. And dude, to lose to a team the way that we lost to, I would also be giving us more of a break if this happened in the link, but it happened in the bank. It happened in the
We
bank.
robbed the bank.
You
Straight up
robbed
took
the bank.
everything.
You robbed the
Everything.
bank, dude. And honestly, there might have been an omen there. M&T's logo, what color is it? Green. What's the main color of the Eagles? Green. You came into that bank. You robbed us. We died on the vine. I'm only wearing Texas gear.
Before we wrap up this talk, let's figure out how to fix JT. Can we get the Pope in to Baltimore? Do you think that would fix it?
He's got to do an exorcism, maybe.
Yeah, like you need the big man himself. You need the one closest to God to come fix him, I
What
think.
do you think he's thinking right now? Because he knows something's off.
And he's always been one of the cockiest dudes out there too, you
As
know?
he should. He's owned it.
Exactly. And now that cockiness, okay, hey, congrats, you're missing, buddy. Go
Yeah.
ahead, talk your smack. We'll
Yep.
talk it while we're watching you miss left every time. And it's not even close.
It's bad. Dude, those field goals were bad. Like it's not even funny, dude. And I knew right away when he missed the PAT, I was like, whoa, what the hell just happened? How did he miss a PAT?
He made one early though, too.
He
Where I was,
did, but the
yeah,
fact that he lost it or
yeah.
missed it, I mean, dude, I wouldn't. That's honestly, I think the thing that's driving me the most crazy is I'm still pissed about the field goals. But what did Rico Bosco say that one time? He's like, it's a guarantee. You kick a PAT. And Dave's like, it's never a guarantee. What do you mean? Like, we're not going out there and doing that. And it's like, JT, you got to make the PAT.
Hmm.
So I don't know, man. I mean, here's my question to you, dude. What's the Eagles' outlook right now? Because I'm going to tell you something. And you got to let me just say this. The team that just played tonight in the NFC is has the ability and is as good as you. They're
Sure,
not as good as you defensively,
sure,
but I think that there's a real possibility, dude, that we're going to see the Eagles and the Lions in an NFC championship.
sure. But my thing there is what I've been saying this whole time, and you keep calling me crazy, is that team is so vulnerable, and it starts at the head coach. We saw the way that game ended. It worked out for them. But if Jared Goff takes a tumble there and then he
Yep.
doesn't get it into his hands, everybody's like, what the hell just happened?
Yep.
Why didn't they just take the points?
You're right. And they missed out and they didn't get that one. They went 4 for 5 on fourth downs. I agree with you, but that one that you miss in a playoff scenario can be it.
Yeah, and we saw it happen last year. What, 2 times in the NFC Championship
Yep.
game? Cost them points, cost them the game. It's gonna start at the top, and then from there they have a lot of injuries. They do. Their defense is decimated. That Eagles offense is gonna run it right down their freaking throat. It just is. And then on the other side of the ball, the Eagles can stop the run. They stopped Derrick Henry. You
Yeah.
think they care about the little Sonic and whatever they're hedgehogs. They're this. We're goddamn Eagles. All right? We come in and we snatch those mother truckers up and we eat them. All right?
We
We
got to
got
clip
big
that.
boys left and right that just will eat them up for breakfast. We don't care about their offensive line. We have the best offensive line. We got guys going head to head every single day at practice, making each other better, that they will go and take care of business. And lastly, Jared Goff is very vulnerable of throwing the football away. And I love this Eagles secondary, and that's why I love where the Eagles are at right now. I love it. They're not turning the Eagles aren't turning the football over. They're running the ball. They're playing great defense. That is a recipe for a Super Bowl winning football team. The Lions can't play defense anymore. They can turn the football over, and their head coach can be a liability. Those aren't recipes for success. I like where we're at. The
Let's
Lions
give
are a
us
good team. I'm not saying they're not, but I
let's
like where
give
the
a
Eagles are
state.
at.
Before we go to bets, let's give a state of the league real quick. Let's do our top 7 teams. These are potential Super Bowl winners. I'm going to go first. Chiefs 1, Detroit 2, Eagles 3.
We're in no order because I don't agree with that order.
Yeah, you can have your own order. This is my order. Chiefs 1, Detroit 2, Eagles 3, Buffalo 4. Green Bay 5. Pittsburgh Steelers 6. And I don't know who I like more. I don't know if I like us more or the Commanders more.
You not say Buffalo?
I did. I gave Buffalo.
Oh,
I gave Buffalo the 4th.
oh, okay.
I'm going to give us 7.
Okay.
That's my 7.
I'll go Chiefs 1 out of respect. They're the two-time champs.
Yep.
Then the Eagles.
Okay.
Then Buffalo.
Okay.
Then the Lions.
Okay.
No, I think Buffalo is very much
Yeah.
capable of taking that. We're going to see next week.
This has
And
got to be the year for them.
yeah, no, the Buffalo was supposed to be in the kind of a rebuild.
No, but what I mean by that is
The rest of the
you
quarterbacks in the AFC.
the rest of the quarterbacks in the
Yeah,
AFC, you
I
look at a
agree with
team like
that.
San Francisco where this was supposed to be their year and now they're decimated. Buffalo's hot right now, dude. For what you proved that you could win in the snow in
Yeah,
prime time last week.
and the rest of their division was supposed to be good, and it's just terrible. So we'll see what happens
At
there.
a minimum, Buffalo has to be making the AFC championship this year.
They got to be in that position. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then after the Lions at 4,
Yep. You're on a
uh,
5 right now.
what I'm at, yeah, 5. I'll go.
I think it's Green Bay.
Yeah, I was looking there because I don't believe in the Vikings.
Nope, me neither. Not. I think. Well, that's not true. I think that they could be sneaky, but I think that Green Bay is clearly better.
I'm debating the Vikings or the Steelers. It's all going to depend how the Eagles play the Steelers. If the Eagles do what they did to the Ravens at home against that Steelers team, I'd put Green Bay over them. But right now, I'll go Steelers 5, Green Bay 6, and
Okay.
out of respect, we'll go Vens 7.
Yeah, dude. And then again, we both have the Vens at 7, and you got teams like the Chargers and
Chargers
Washington.
are on the door now.
They,
No. The
they're
last
not.
one,
They're not going to
no,
win a
no,
Super Bowl, but they could be. They could be a
no,
team you don't want to play in the playoffs.
no, no, just no. I watched them. I watched them live.
I
They got
watched them
nothing.
live. We won money on them.
Yeah, they got nothing.
They do have
And you
nothing.
know what? Talking about winning money, the parlay that we should have hit came down to your boy, not even to rub it in even more. Everything else hit.
I can't do this.
We got to hit one, Harry.
I know we do.
Our straight up picks have been pretty damn good. I went 4-2.
I went 5-5. By the way, let's just make one thing clear.
You went 5 for 5.
Back to back weeks. That's a double, ladies and gentlemen, of 5-5.
Back to back. I think we had a week in between.
I'll give it to you right now.
Uh-uh.
I'll give it to you right now. I'm not playing around. That's the only thing that got me through that night, dude. I mean, I'll tell you something right now, dude. I almost punched the TV off the wall. I had to leave, go to Quick Check, get a Diet Coke just to be able to
Yo, we
relax.
all know you went zero dark 30. You weren't answering my calls. You weren't
Because
sending videos for the Instagram. Make sure you
you
go
were
follow,
leaving
by the way.
FaceTime voicemails, bro. I wasn't dealing with it. Here's what it is. I went last week, Pittsburgh Steelers to win, money line at plus money. Arizona to cover the 3.5, Chargers minus the 1.5, the over in the Tampa game, and the under in the Rams game. That hit. And then the week before that, let me make sure that this is correct.
And then I had
A lot.
Texans,
Yeah.
Bills, Philly money line. The only one that didn't hit was Titans. So yeah, I went 4-1.
And then the
Good
week
week for the
before
boys.
that, good week for the boys. I
And
had
then
the over
before
in
I
the
went
Tampa
out to
line.
USC, make sure you go check the vlog. I put big on the Eagles money line. It was plus money, and big on Notre Dame 7.5. Back to back pick sixes for the Irish at the Coliseum. Absolutely electric. Big weekend for the fellas.
Dude, just to touch on college football real quick, how electric was last week? I mean, everybody's talked about it. It's
Oh,
exhausting at this point. We're exhausting a topic, but I mean, my God, dude. And dude, I thought the funniest part was that Notre Dame player punched the USC guy in the
in
face
the
to the
face.
face mask. To the
I,
face mask.
did you see what I put on my story?
No,
I
I didn't
was
see
like,
it
I
yet.
I was like me to the haters this weekend. Like I'm
Yeah.
the dude punching the people.
I thought that was hilarious, dude. I mean, dude, Notre Dame, listen, they're not going to win a national championship.
I don't know, man. I don't like them playing Alabama,
Me
which is
neither, but they're
BS,
real
but
deal. They're real deal.
the way they can run the football and play defense will carry in the playoffs.
Hmm.
It's just whether the QB can sling it.
Texas is winning it though, dude.
Yeah, no.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You think
All right.
or like look at Oregon, dude. They're gonna get demolished
Uh-huh.
by our front seven.
Yeah, okay, pal.
Go Horns.
All right, what's next? Let
You
me
want to go
get
to
to the
picks?
picks.
Yeah, let's go to picks.
We're not gonna break everything down. It's late. It's the 12:11. I still gotta edit this real quick. I gotta be up at 5:30 tomorrow. I'm sorry, people. Respect the grind. I had a good time in California. Go check out the vlog at BSP Media. The link's down below, but I got to get back to work and pay for the trip.
Let's
I
talk about.
almost hit a bet that almost paid for the trip today, too.
I
I was,
almost hit a bet that could have paid for your trip today.
yeah, sure. Yeah, well, whatever. I had Matvey Michkov. What have I been telling you, Harry?
Yep, you have.
I was working the Flyers game. They were down 3-1 in the second period. I go, Michkov to score a goal, or the game to go to overtime. Michkov to score a goal. We got the 5-5 with like 2 minutes left in the game. Flyers lost 7-5, but it was really goddamn close for a second where I might got a shot here. They were down 2 goals, and then they came up, took the lead 5-3, gave it up, and then gave up 4 goals unanswered. It was a crazy game, but whatever. That would have won 600 bills, paid for the trip. It would have been great. But anyway, let's make some more money.
Let's talk about one thing before we go to the money. Who's taking the Bears job?
I don't know, some offensive coordinator. I don't know.
You don't think Rabel would?
I think he would. I don't think their owner would do it though.
I don't think that they. The thing is
Listening
that,
to Big Cat, it doesn't seem like they'd take a guy like that.
and they don't honestly need him because their defense is already so good.
Yeah, but was that a little bit of Eberflus? I don't know because he was a good defensive coach.
He was. I agree with that. Dude, I mean, where do you stand on Caleb? You know where I stand. I think he's great.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that this division is becoming
This
the
next coach
NFC
is critical for him there, though.
big time.
Yeah, like they got to figure it out, get him going. Because you can see he could sling the rock around.
Yep.
It's just setting him up.
All right, let's get into the picks. You want to go with your first one, dude? I don't know if you have one yet. I can give mine
Uh,
if you don't.
yeah, you go. You go.
All right.
I
With
got one. But
all right, go ahead.
Miami 5.5. Jets are dead. Deader than dead.
Dude, we also have got to talk about that really quickly. I know that we said we weren't going to get into games, but dude, I mean, my God, how do they legitimately find ways to say, hey, let's lose, let's shit the bed, and let's make everyone angry.
Yeah. Or play really well too, where you're like, this is what it could be. That first quarter was crazy for them, and then all of a sudden you're like, what just happened?
I mean, dude, how did that? But like, how did they do that? Especially against the Seahawks, bro.
Yeah,
And they
you
looked
know
great. All right. I'm in it to win it. They're a team that's at 500, but we love them here. I bet you that you're going to be tailing this bet because you always tail my bets because I'm the king of the roost. Uh, Bucks minus 6.5.
I like it. Give me that too.
Yep, I knew you would. Dude, they are, they're a team. I get it that they're at 500, but God, are they good?
They've been missing a lot of guys. They're finally starting to get back. And Mike Evans was back last week. Yeah,
Yep.
they're a good team. Bucky's running the crap out of the ball there.
Do we like Atlanta to cover?
I was literally thinking money line. I saw that plus 250
I
or
love
210.
I love that, dude.
Nah, I'm not doing it, but I saw it. I
I
did
like
see
them
it.
to cover.
I thought that's what you were gonna say first.
Maybe we'll throw them into the parlay. Are we both
First,
taking Atlanta plus the 5.5?
no,
I
no,
am.
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not.
I am.
No. I thought about it though. I like the Saints 4.5.
Oh my God. Okay.
I
What a
think that's
tear.
the
That
Giants.
should be another international game. I don't
The
even want to
Giants
do that.
stink, dog.
I know. I know, dude.
The Cardinals are up 2.5. I don't like that game. No thanks.
Um, the Cardinals did good for me though, and they're at home. Seattle comes up. Oh, I'm taking the Cardinals all day long.
No thanks. Pass.
Why?
No, I'm not touching that.
Why? Tell me why.
The Cardinals they're such an up and down team. They've had so many opportunities to take over that division and they just haven't. Maybe this is the time they finally do it, but no thanks.
I hear you.
Give me give me over 42.5 Chargers Chiefs.
Love that.
I feel like that's a low number. Both teams' offense has been starting to finally get going a little bit there. JK's out, I think. But I mean, Gus was starting to get going. They're hitting McConkey. You got Quentin Joe. I like that. I like that.
I don't know if I want to take the Chargers to
Pacheco's
cover
back,
is my only thing.
and the Chiefs are due for a loss. No prime time though. The NFL is gonna hand them
Yeah.
that on a silver platter.
I'm
It's gonna be one of these
yeah. Oh yeah.
first down Chiefs game over. Like that's what's gonna happen.
I'm taking the over in the Jets Miami game. I think that both of these teams are going to be high flying going crazy. Over 44 and a half.
How many picks you got? Four.
Yep,
My,
we're to our certainties.
my certainty is is I was thinking Joe Burrow,
I hear
uh,
that. I hear that.
but I think I'm gonna go Josh Allen.
Can
Bills
I
three and a half.
can I ask you're going to go minus the 3.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you something crazy? Would it be nuts to take the Bears plus 3.5 as my lock?
No, I thought about that too. Because that team is also dead in the 49ers.
They are dead.
They're beat up for the crap. Like,
But are they due at home like this?
I don't think so. But that I mean, you also got to think the Bears have the new coach bump. They're going to be riled up around a guy, a leader of men, as they keep saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
I
I'm gonna
kind of like the
take.
Bears.
I'm gonna take the Bears plus 3.5. No, I can't. You can't touch. You can't. You can't touch that. I think I got it. I think, dude. I think because it's back to back AFC. I think because it's back to back AFC games. Honestly, I probably got to ride with the Browns at plus 6.5. I don't think the Steelers can repeat that back to back. I don't care that they're at home, and I love Miles Garrett.
Say that again.
I
Sorry.
like the Browns plus the 6.5. I mean, dude, it's back to
Yeah.
back AFC North games for the Steelers. I
Yeah,
don't
but the
care that
Browns
they're at
just
home.
beat them. You think they're going to go 0-2? Well, I guess you just need them to cover.
No, I think they just got to cover a touchdown.
I don't hate it. I like Jay. You know how much I love Jameis. Lord may he
What's the total on
what did
that,
he
dude?
say?
He
Lord
opens up with prayers every
yeah.
time. It's
He's like,
crazy.
I need the Lord to condemn me from pick
Yeah,
sixes.
he
Like,
did say that. Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, will the Lord protect me from? All right,
And the Lord should protect Jameis from pick sixes. But maybe
you know
because
what?
he's so electric, you have to bring him down a notch with them.
You know what it is? You know what it actually is? You know what the play is? You know what the play is? Bears v 49ers under 44 and a half. They lost CMC. It's going to be a defensive heavy game.
Purdy's been banged up. Yeah, I
Yep.
like it.
The under. The under. To the certainty. To the certainty parlay.
All right, we're going Falcons.
Money line.
We're going Bucks. Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. We're going. All right. We're going eight. Where is ATL? Where is Atlanta? All right. Atlanta plus 210. Okay. Do we like the Browns to win and split plus 250,
Jesus Christ. Let's just go crazy on this one.
Let's go crazy. No, no. Bears to win.
But let's just all right. Instead of the certainty parlay, let's do the hungry dog parlay here.
All right.
Do we do Tampa? Nah.
No, we
Or
can't. No, we got it. No,
Not
we got to
Tampa.
keep it to the
Raiders.
certainty. We got to stay on track,
Come
keep to the
on.
certainty,
Come
and be
on.
smart. Be
Do we go
smart.
Jacksonville against the Titans?
No, because what's his name's out.
I know, but Mac Jones isn't a total scrub. Do we do the Panthers?
Panthers plus the 13 and a half.
You go
They're playing
Falcons,
you.
all money line, Falcons, Cleveland, Bears, Panthers.
What is
Plus
that?
21, 7, 8, 38.
10 wins you what?
15 wins you 3 grand.
That ain't happening. That ain't
That's
happening. I like, no, all right. Atlanta for sure. Do you like the
five
over in
wins
that
you a
Jets
grand.
Miami game?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you like the over in the Jets Miami game? It's in
Yes,
Miami.
I
Yeah,
like that.
I like that too. I like the Bills minus the 3.5.
Okay. And then the under in the San Fran Bears. Or do we
Under
like,
in the San Fran, or do
or
we
do,
like the Giants to win at home, get a game?
no. I like the over in the Chiefs Chargers. Or do you like the Bengals on Monday night?
After a loss, they go to Dallas. Is Dak in?
No, he's out for the season. Cooper
Cincinnati.
Rush. Yeah, I like that.
15 wins you 295. Do we throw in a touchdown?
Saquon Barkley. The
Tyreek
Eagles
Hill.
the Eagles are gonna put up so many touchdowns.
Bro,
Oh,
Tyreek Hill's plus
minus 310.
125.
Holy crap for a Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown.
Let's put Tyreek Hill in. That's the one. That's the one. 10 wins you 359.
I'm putting Saquon in it too.
No. We
For
have to have the
mine.
same thing. And no, Saquon did his thing already, bro.
He's so good. All right, fine.
I don't
Fine.
disagree with you, but do you really think that they're gonna? I mean, it is Saquon. That, or do we like Jalen?
We'll just rock with Tyreek.
I like Jalen.
I do too. I like Saquon more. Saquon's just a lock. He's so
He's
good.
become the CMC.
He's so good.
So what are we
Minus
putting in, bro?
310, bro. Like
What are we putting in?
just Tyreek. Just Tyreek.
10 to win 359? Or are you putting 15 on it?
Yeah, I'm putting 10.
No, dude, we got to do 15.
All right, fine.
539.
Shout out to the Notre Dame money here and the Eagles money. That's what's getting me through it. All right.
All right.
Beautiful.
Hey,
Love
great
everybody.
battle. Great battle, brother.
Oh yeah. We went through some emotions today. It felt good to get it out. Go check out my UFC vlog, BSP Media. I'm proud of it. I'm putting out a part 2 next week too.
I'm just
So,
going to wear, even though the Ravens aren't
did you
playing.
watch it? You watched the vlog?
Yep, I did. I thought it was hilarious.
You
I
didn't
liked
comment?
well, I can comment, but I got to tell you, the best thing was was the cheesesteak video.
Yeah, that was a good
That
one.
was the best. That was the best part of the whole trip.
You get the hot dog at the end too. I thought you'd like that one.
Mhm. It was
Yeah,
a little much,
it was a
but
lot much.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah, yeah.
you went heavy on the food.
Yeah.
Was the how was the food out there
It
on
was
the West Coast?
delicious.
It
Delicious.
was.
The hot dogs were good. Boy, hey, stay tuned. The taco review's coming next. The street tacos, fuck. The In and Out. It was it was
Let's wrap this, dude. Let's wrap.
it was nuts.
Let's wrap. It was
Shout
nuts.
out EJ. Shout out the 215 Go Birds.